If Photoshop is giving you error 16, that usually means it is a permissions problem. In simple terms, Adobe cannot write to one or more required folders, usually SLStore or SLCache. The good news is that this is a very common issue, and in this video I'll show you the fastest working fix for Photoshop 2026 on Windows. We'll go step by step, and I'll also show you a quick backup method if the first fix does not solve it immediately. Before we begin, if this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more quick software fixes and tutorials. Alright, let's jump in. First, completely close Photoshop. Make sure it is not running in the background because if it is still open, the changes may not apply properly. If needed, open Task Manager and make sure Photoshop is fully closed. Once that is done, open File Explorer. Now we need to go to the Adobe Files location on your computer. In the address bar, type /program files, x86 /common files /Adobe, then press enter. Inside this folder, you should see two important folders called SLStore and SLCache. These are the folders that often cause Photoshop error 16 when the permissions are not set correctly. Let's start with SLStore. Right-click the SLStore folder and choose Properties. In the Properties window, click the Security tab, then click Edit. You should now see a list of users and groups. Select users from the list. With users selected, look at the permissions below and enable full control, modify, and write. If the boxes are not already checked, click them so they are allowed. After that, click Apply, then OK, and close the window. This step gives Photoshop and Adobe the access they need to read and write the files inside that folder. Now do the exact same thing for SLCache. Right-click SLCache. Go to Properties, open the Security tab, click Edit, select Users, and enable Full Control, Modify, and Write. Then click Apply and OK again. Once both folders have the correct permissions, restart your computer if possible, or at least reopen Photoshop and check if the error is gone. In many cases, this fixes Photoshop error 16 immediately because the program can finally access the folders it needs. If you still see the error after fixing permissions, there is one more quick method you can try. Right-click the Photoshop icon and choose Run as Administrator. This launches Photoshop with elevated permissions, which can bypass the access issue in some cases. If Photoshop opens normally as administrator, that is a strong sign the problem is definitely permission related. You can also right-click the Photoshop shortcut, go to Properties, open the Compatibility tab, and enable Run this program as an administrator if you want to test that option more permanently. If you are still stuck, double-check that you change the permissions on both SLStore and SLCache, not just one of them. Also make sure you apply the changes to the users group specifically because that is the most important part of this fix. Photoshop error 16 is frustrating, but once these folder permissions are corrected, the issue usually disappears. So the main solution is simple. Close Photoshop, open the Adobe folder, fix permissions on SLStore and SLCache, and then run Photoshop again. And if you need a quick workaround, use Run as Administrator. If this video helped you fix the issue, please give it a like, subscribe for more troubleshooting guides, and leave a comment if you want me to cover more Photoshop errors next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.